Who are we? We are the Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. We like to start off first giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh in the name of His Son Yahweh Shai. We come out week in and week out to bring you the truth of the Bible, and we're going to give you the truth. We're going to start off with Colossians 3, verse 17.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai, giving thanks to God and the Father by Him.
So when we come out here, we give thanks to Yahweh in the name of His Son Yahweh Shai, and we give all honor, glory, and praise to the Most High Yahweh.
That's right.
I'd like to start off, give me Revelation 1 and 3. Give me Isaiah 34 and 16.
Book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of his prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein.
So we come out here to tell all you so-called Christians, all you so-called Muslims, all you so-called Buddhists, whatever faith you from, first thing we need to do, the Most High said, blessed is he that readeth. So we need to open up our Bibles and read for ourselves, stop trusting our preachers and our pastors on Sunday morning because they lie to you and they take your money and they send you home with a song and a dance and broke. You can't even pay your bill next week.
Right.
Isaiah 34 and 16.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
So we got our Bibles open. The Bible says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate.
None of the prophecies or anything that the Most High said will happen in this Bible are going to fail. Most of them have already come to pass. The ones that did come to pass, that's what we patiently wait for.
For my mouth it had commanded, and his spirit it had gathered them.
That's right. The Most High commanded the things in this book to happen, and His Spirit commanded it, and it's going to happen. Whether
Right.
you like it, understand it, believe it or not.
Right.
Give me Baruch 4 and 1.
Book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God.
This is the book of the commandments of God. The book we read out of contains the commandments of God, of the Most High power, the Yahweh, the Abba-Nawah, our Father. Read on.
In the law that endures forever.
And in this book, the Most High gave us laws, statutes, and commandments, and they are to be in place forever. Read on.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
So when you open up this Bible, you got to understand that this Bible is what brings life to the people. This Bible brings understanding to the people.
Right.
Give me Joshua 1 and 8.
But
Book
such,
Oh, go ahead.
but such as leave it shall die.
But if you choose not to follow the commandments of the Most High, when Yahweh shall return in the time of refreshing, you're not going to make it.
The book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth,
Bring it out.
but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
So this Bible, you're supposed to study this Bible, be in it day and night. You got to know what the Bible is saying. Stop relying on your Sunday preachers that lie to you to give you the message of God, because they're not going to give it to you. You need to seek out of the book of the Lord and read it for yourself.
Right.
We come out here to bring you the true understanding of the scriptures. If you got any questions, please feel free to come up and ask, because we'll answer the question that your pastor wants. Give me
For then
Ezekiel,
thou shalt
3.
make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 4. And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them.
So the Most High commanded us to come out here to the children of Israel, that's the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and speak the words of the Lord to them. Y'all the people that need saving. Y'all the people that need salvation. Y'all the people that need to come back to the Most High God, because y'all live foul in this so-called land called America.
Verse 5. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel.
So we speak English in this land, and you speak English in this land, and it ain't hard for you to understand what we bring out. You're not a people of a strange speech to me, and I'm not a person of a strange speech to you. So you need to come and hear this word. Hear the word that the Lord gave to the children of Israel.
Right.
Not to many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou canst not understand, surely I have sent thee to them. They would have hearkened unto me.
So the Most High saying that our people are hard-headed. If we had to send us to any other nation of people, surely they would have listened. But that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, y'all are hard-headed, stiff-necked people. Anything we try to tell y'all concerning the Most High God, y'all don't want to hear it.
Right.
All y'all want is smooth words. Y'all don't want to hear what's going to happen when the Lord bring his judgment down here. Y'all don't want to hear the truth of the Bible. All y'all want is lies. But we not come out here to lie to you today. John 8:32. We're not coming out here to tell you lies. We're not going to sugarcoat the Bible. We're not going to speak smooth words to you. We're going to tell you, thus saith the Most High, and that's it.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 1, verse 19. Since the day that the Lord brought our forefathers out of the land of Egypt.
Y'all are the children that the Most High brought out of the land of Egypt. And since the time that the Most High brought us out of the land of Egypt,
unto this present day, we have been disobedient unto the Lord our God.
The Most High tell you, since the day we left Egypt, we've been disobedient to the Most High God. Y'all are disobedient today. Y'all don't want to hear the word to this day.
Right.
And to this day, we are in our captivity. We've been in this land for 400 years, and y'all don't want to change. You're going to die. Right along, you're going to get the same judgment that the people of this land are going to get.
Right. And we have been negligent in not hearing his voice.
Y'all have been negligent in not hearing the Bible. The voice of the Most High is in this Bible.
Right.
Y'all go to church on Sunday and hear a song and a dance, and the preacher will lie to you, pass around the collection plate 4 times, you leave broke, and when you get home, you don't remember nothing that the preacher said.
Right. Wherefore the evils cleaved unto us, and the curse was the Lord appointed by Moses his servant at the time that he brought our fathers out of the land of Egypt.
So the Most High appointed a curse over us if we didn't keep his commandments, and it's cleaving to us till this day.
Right.
Go read the whole book of Deuteronomy. It's paying close attention to 28 and read Leviticus 26, and you'll see that those curses, all the curses, fit our people. Our people are in a degraded state, and we come out here to restore the decayed state of our people.
To give us a land that floweth with milk and honey, like as it is to see this day. Nevertheless, we have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our God, according unto all the words of the prophets whom he sent unto us.
So we have not listened to the Most High God. That's why our people are in the lowest state. Any city you go into, if you want to find some black people, you just go to the hood,
right,
and you'll find the black people. You find the Hispanic people. If you want to go to the reservation, you find the Native American, so-called Native American people.
Right.
Give me Deuteronomy 30 and 15. We come out here week in and week out to wake our people up, and y'all don't want to hear the word of the Lord. The Most High is trying to show you mercy. He gave you a grace period to get it right. He sent his son down to die for the nation of Israel, the whole nation, so the whole nation can come back and get this right. That's the grace period. Don't get caught slipping and don't die in your sins. Bring that out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 15. See, I have I have set before thee this day life and good, and death and evil.
So we come out here and we tell y'all that the Most High set before y'all life and good, and death and evil. And y'all don't want to hear the word of the Most High. Y'all just want to go party and revel and do whatever you want to do, and you want to go into church on Sunday and hear the lies that those pastors tell you, and you know he lied to you. You know the pastor lied to you. Y'all go to the club on Saturday night with the same dress on Sunday, smell like liquor up in church. You're giving all your money away, and grandma can't even go pay the doctor bill because she gave all her money to the pastor.
Bring it out.
Continue with that.
Verse 16. And that I command thee this day to love the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, and to keep his commandments and his statutes and his judgments, that thou mayest live and multiply.
If you want life and good, you got to keep the commandments of the Most High God. Give me Deuteronomy 28:15. The Most High set before us life and good and death and evil.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses should come upon thee and overtake thee.
So this is where the Most High set before us death and evil. Deuteronomy 28:15 starts off with death and evil. Give me 37.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
So these curses that the Most High set before us going to be on our people for a sign and for a wonder.
And upon thy seed forever.
And upon our seed forever. Daniel 9:12. So these curses the Most High set in his book for a certain nation of people, going to cleave to this nation of people forever. And this is how we find out that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the children of Israel, from the signs and the wonders that point directly to us. Daniel 9 and 12.
The book of Daniel, chapter 9, verse 12. And he hath confirmed his words, which he hath spake against us and against our judges that judged us.
So the Most High confirmed his word from the Deuteronomy, all the curses he laid out. He hath confirmed his words. Read on.
By bringing upon us a great evil.
A great evil. So we apparently as a people, we chose death and evil. Read on.
For under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon Jerusalem.
So now under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done to our people. Deuteronomy 28:68. I'm going to show you. It's not under the whole heaven has not been done as was done to our people.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The word Egypt is synonymous with bondage. When the children of Israel were in Egypt as a nation, they were in bondage till the Most High redeemed them out of that bondage. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Now this event that happened, well, it didn't happen before, and it never happened after on such a large scale to any people in the world. So the Most High said he's going to bring us back in this bondage in ships. No other people have seen bondage by ships except for the blacks and Hispanics of North and South America. The Hispanics went on slave ships from this side of the world to that side of the world, and the so-called black man came from the west coast of Africa over to this side of the world, all in bondage by ship. And no other people in the world has this ever happened to. Read on.
And there you should be sold unto your enemies.
We were sold to our enemies. Our other nations are counted as our enemies because they don't serve the Most High God. In fact, they took our scriptures and made up stuff and gave it back to you when you was a slave, and you so stupid you won't even pick up the scriptures and read it for yourself. And the Most High said himself, blessed is he that read. And you got to pick up these scriptures and read them. And if you need understanding, then you come to the men of the Most High, and we'll help you get the understanding. Read on.
For bond men and bond women,
Yeah, man,
and no man shall buy you.
So we were sitting over here as bond men and bond women, and we are in our captivity till this day. No man shall buy you, meaning to redeem you. The Hebrews had a brother redeemer concept where if your brother was sold, then you would go near kin and redeem him out of the bondage that pay off a debt or whatnot. Read on.
This is the book of Nehemiah chapter 8 verse 8. So they read in the book in the law of God.
So this is the
distinctly.
book or the law of God. This is the book or the law of God. Y'all call it the law of Moses, but the law of Moses is just a nickname for the law of God. Moses actually brought the law of God to the children of Israel. And we read out of this book or the law distinctly like the brother brought out. Read on.
And gave the sense and caused them to understand the reading.
And we try to give you the sense of the scriptures, because apparently y'all don't understand the scriptures. Y'all definitely stumble at Paul. So you come to us and we give you the sense and the understanding of what you read.
Right.
Acts 8 and 30. So if you want to understand this Bible properly, you need to come to somebody who's been taught properly, because those theology schools that you so-called pastors go to aren't teaching you properly. They teaching you a replacement theology in them schools.
It's Salakia, and if I can add, like the precept you brought out in Daniel, it said nothing up under heaven have been done like have been done to Jerusalem. So those Jewish people over there who claiming to be, you know what I'm saying, Israelites, show me any time or any point in history that they were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth in slave ships. The only people fit that curse is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We the only people that can go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and relate to every curse that's written in the book, man.
That's right.
No other nation can go to Deuteronomy 28th chapter, verse by verse, and say this had happened to them. So that's how we know we are God's chosen people. We are those people who Moses was speaking to when we was in the wilderness.
That's right.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 8, verse 30. And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah, and said, understandest thou what thou readest?
So Philip ran to the Ethiopian eunuch when he was on his way back from Jerusalem, and he ran up and he heard him reading the prophet Isaiah. And he asked him, eunuch, do you understand what you read? Bring it out.
And he said, how can I, except some man should guide me?
So you're not going to be able to get a proper understanding of the scriptures unless you get somebody that understands the scriptures to guide you through the scriptures. And your preacher doesn't understand the scriptures. Read on.
And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him.
So that's the spirit you need to be in. You have to be in the spirit for the men of the Lord to come and guide you through the scriptures so you can get a proper understanding of the scriptures. Come out here to give you a proper understanding of the Bible and to let our people know that you are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
And as an Israelite, there's things you got to do. Deuteronomy 10 and 12. As an Israelite, it's a charge that the Most High gave to you as a people.
Bring it out.
Go ahead.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 12. And now Israel.
And now Israel, you so-called blacks, you so-called Hispanics, you so-called Native Americans of Negroid and Indian descent,
What doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
there's something that the Most High requires of you as an Israelite.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve thy God, the Lord thy God, with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
So the Most High charged you to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, and to serve him with all thy heart and all thy soul.
Right.
Give me Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. The Most High charged you, Israel, as a people to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. So when the pastor tell you the law is done away with, he's a liar.
Right.
When the pastor tell you you don't have to keep that anymore, he's a liar.
Right.
If you get caught when Christ comes back eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, you're going to die.
Right.
And if your pastor ain't telling you that, he's a liar. Your pastors don't know how to distinguish between the profane and the clean. What's that? Ezekiel 37.
Yeah. You say Ecclesiastes 12:13. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
This is the conclusion of the whole matter for you Israelites. This is the bottom line. Read it out.
Fear God and keep His
You have
commandments.
to fear God, fear Yahweh, and keep His commandments.
Right.
The commandment that He gave you from the beginning. It's in the Torah. It's in the Tanakh. And it's in the law and the prophets and the Psalms. And you have to stand on every word that the Most High gave.
Right. For this is the whole duty of man.
This is the whole duty of man. It's the whole duty as an Israelite is to keep the commandments of the Most High God.
So Ezekiel 37 is they are profane.
Bring it up.
It's not 37.
What you looking for?
Priests and the prophet have profane statutes. And they haven't made a distinction between the clean and unclean.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 22, verse 26. Her priests have violated my law.
Her priest, your pastor, the Christian leaders, the deacons, the bishops in these Christian churches, they have violated the Most High statutes.
Right. And have profaned my holy things.
And they profane the holy things of the Most High. In particular, His people, because we are holy people unto the Most High.
Right.
Read.
They have put no difference between the holy and profane.
And y'all don't put any difference between the holy and profane. You bringing profane things up to worship the Most High. They even got Kanye West in Chicago, got a congregation now, making up songs, singing in the church and posting scriptures on the video. Bring it out.
Neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean.
Y'all need to quit eating that pork. Y'all need to quit eating shrimp, crab, and lobster. You need to separate yourselves, you women, during your cycle. There's a whole list of clean and unclean things that your pastors and your priests don't tell you as a child of the Most High.
Right. So like they tell you can eat the unclean food. And what they say, they go to precept, I think in the 1 Timothy or whatever, but they try to say, you know what I'm saying, as long as you pray over your food, you can eat it. But you know what I'm saying, where is that in the scripture? So they go to show you these pastors, these priests, man, they have no understanding. And they say, they have hid their eyes from my Sabbath, and I am profane among them.
And y'all profane the words of the Most High. Y'all profane the Most High among the heathen. The Most High said that His children was going to profane His name among the heathen.
Right.
And y'all act just as bad and worse than these heathens.
Hey, what about Friday? Down here, thank. Oh, go down these steps. Yes, ma'am. Oh, thank you.
So we came out here to bring you the word of the Most High God. What's going on down there? They having a party on the boat or something?
Yes, sir.
Somebody got married?
Not yet.
Our people, man, they always want to party. And then
They have no time to hear the word of the Lord.
they dress like harlots. Dress like harlots.
Rest all out.
It's coming down now. Really. Coming down more frequently now. Let me go and wrap this up, though, It seems like it might just be in this little spot right here. 'Cause it look pretty. Well, it got a little dark spot, but no, it's all red up too. I feel it.
So again, we come out here to tell our people that you are the children of the Most High God. You are the Israelites. You need to repent, come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, and the faith of Christ. And with that, I say shalom and pass it off to the next brother.